Yo, what it do, YouTube? I'm back here with another video on the channel, man. Back here with another diary plug slash plugin B preset slash FLP breakdown. So if you're new, hit the like, subscribe button. We're to 400 subs. Thank y'all for 300 subscribers on the channel, man. I always like to come back when I have some new information to tell y'all. I don't like to post, a lot. This is not even my main channel. I stream on here very sparsely, so y'all can really just hit the notification bell and y'all will see me every time I go live. But I want to show y'all, I've upgraded my mixing skills. If y'all want a preset for me, DM me on Discord. Only serious inquiries only, because some people be DMing me saying, "Oh, can I get your whole FLP for $15?" What? Realistically, bro, would you sell every preset that you have, right? Everything that's on here for $15? No, I would not do. I wouldn't do that, bro. Realistically, a single preset, 15. A main preset, 15. With the recording track, 15. The whole FLP, we could negotiate on that. But don't come to me, please, trying to get over on me. All right, I respect y'all. I would like y'all to respect me, bro. So if you want a preset, join my Discord. DM me on Instagram at BigPlayAW3. We could work, bro. Cause I know people be selling presets for $40. So why y'all be trying to get over on me, bro? Just go ahead. If you want to make good music, I got y'all. These are all third-party plugins, by the way. These are not mostly FL Studio plugins. These are good plugins with sauce, like real sauce. So let me know. Comment down below your username, even if you think that's easier. Just comment your username down below, and I'll add you a Discord and we can talk. Got my server. So this song right here, Goodbye, probably Neon made. This is currently out on all platforms, so please go check it out. But I'll play a short part of it and get right into the presets, and y'all can go do whatever. And also, I always show the presets in the video. Like, I can make y'all a preset, I can mix y'all stuff, but look, I show you the presets in the video. Like, you can learn, But if you want your own custom stuff, just DM me. But let's go.
So help me God. Who the fuck am I? Am I a fraud? She don't wanna fuck, she said be gone. She don't wanna breathe my air in her lungs. She just wanna get her stuff and move on. You know I care if you go. It's alright, so goodbye. I've already cried, so goodbye.
So y'all go check that out on my SoundCloud. Please go follow me on SoundCloud, bro. We're at like 230 followers. We're trying to reach 300. So please follow me on SoundCloud. It's on my SoundCloud, it's on Spotify, it's on everything, man. So yeah, so this preset, if y'all watch my previous videos, y'all should know my record is very similar, very similar. I don't just slap stuff on, by the way. I go in there, I have my initial preset, then I go tweak stuff. That's what y'all have to do. Y'all have to tweak it. If you purchase a preset from me or copy my settings from the video, make sure you actually go in there and tweak them yourself. You don't want to just copy it. So I start with a record track. So I put this on post track. Click this right here. Just copy what I'm doing. Post track. Right. That makes sure everything that's recorded on your record track is glued on. You can't change it. So make sure your auto tune settings is what you want it to be. I went straight 0. I went max auto tune. Next, I have a compressor. This is just a default Fruity compressor. All I did was up the gain. This makes it louder before it hits any other mix track. It makes it louder. It makes it loud enough, because if you don't, it's going to be quiet. Now, I'm not saying this is just one way you have to do it. This is just how I did it. Y'all watching the video, y'all trying to see how I do it. So this is how I did it. I'm not the best at mixing. I'm just letting y'all know that. I just wanted to have that disclaimer. Just up the gain. So up mine to 17. Everybody's mic is different. I use an Aston Spirit microphone. It's probably $300 to $400. It's a good microphone. If you're using a Blue Yeti, you probably will have to use, different methods. But if you're using a mic in a 300, 400, AT2020 and up, even $100 mic, this preset's good. Up the gain. Next, we have a fruity limiter. This is a noise gate. We are cutting out background noise when we are not talking. We don't want the hissing sounds. We don't want the. Also, I'm not talking with my preset right now. I'm talking with my regular mic. We don't want any background noise when we stop talking, right? Or when we're talking. We don't want to hear none of that, right? So these are my release and threshold. That's all I mess with. Release and threshold. These are my settings right here. Y'all can look at those. And then I'm cutting out some low end, cutting out about 100 hertz worth of low end, and I'll boost a little bit. Then this right here, LA2A, I'm not cutting, but I'm compressing everything I did. I smushed it all. And then this NS1 right here, it cuts out background noise. You use this as needed depending on, how much background noise you got in your room. And then Fruity Pan, I use these on my ad libs. We'll get to the ad libs, but I use those on my ad libs so it auto goes from left to right in my ears. So next, you're gonna have to, let me move my camera. So you're gonna want to take your record track, and it's gonna be connected to the master right here. You're gonna want to put that over to the next track, right? And this is the main preset. This is the main preset now. So right here, very simple to be honest. You don't need it. You don't need to be doing too much. This EQ is all about shaping. So you don't really have to do too much to be honest. I cut out at 150, about less than 1 dB. I cut out 93 hertz and I boosted at 3.5K, about 1.5 dB. You don't have to do too much, right? Next, I have a CLA 76, right? So this compressor is different from regular compressors. It's very fast. These are my settings. And the goal with this is for you to mess with your inputs so you can have -3 to -5 of dB reduction. These are my attack and release settings. I'm very melodic. I like having a punchy vocal at times, and sometimes I like having a smooth vocal at times. So you need to adjust your attack and release, according to what your style is, what you're going for. SSL. So all that I'm doing right here, really, I just cut out more low end, and then I boost the high frequencies right here. It's just an EQ. It's literally just this, but it's just like a knob version. I don't know all the terminology specifically, but this is if you like my preset, this is what I'm doing, bro. So at about 12K hertz, I'm boosting 4 dB, and that's basically all I did. Everything else is not used. The compression's not used. None of that. I just boosted it because there's no boost here. I could have just did this, right? I could have just did that at what I say 12K plus 4. I could have did that, but I just did on there. Everything sounds different. Every plugin is different, has their own sound and things like that. So this R comp, these are my settings. I'm taking everything I did previously and just compressing that. These are my settings. Saturn 2 is a saturation. It's like Soundgoodizer, but Soundgoodizer sounds butt to me. So I either use Saturn or I use any other alternative, decapitator, stuff like that. Then Air Shelf, this boosts some high end, and you adjust the tame as needed because you don't want the peaks and to be messing with your eardrums and slicing the user, bro. The de-esser, very self-explanatory. Adjust this, and you want to make sure your T's and S's are heard, but they're not heard too much to the point it's hurting your ears. You don't want to say like T and it's slicing your ears and making your ears want to bleed. That's the whole process with mixing. You want it to sound clear and clean without it peaking, right? You want it to sound loud and full, but without it peaking. Now, this is my specific preset. Not everything is going to be exactly for you. I just want to make that be clear. Fruity Core is just an effect, and then Valhalla Space Modulator is a flanger effect. Just stylistic preferences, stylistic choices. So, next to ad-libs. So for my ad-lib, okay, let me get rid of this. Actually, I did not use. I did use this. Okay, I'm gonna get into that. So the ad-libs, these are my first ad-libs I use. I use an ad-lib in a layer. So on my ad-libs, I did a fruity flanges. These are my settings. This is my EQ. This right here is like a radio frequency where you don't want all your vocals to be on the same frequency because they're gonna become muddy and stuff. So I just shaped it so it has its own space. CLA 76, these are my settings. RDSer, it's a de-esser, just a different one. Soundgoodizer, I use Soundgoodizer on the ad-libs because the ad-libs, you're not really looking for perfection with the ad-libs. Ad-libs don't even have their own specific rules. you could do whatever you want. You could be free with the ad-libs and the layer, to be honest. So same thing with the air shelf. Another different type of chorus. This is a free chorus. Y'all can find this. Valhalla plate reverb, very important for this preset. It's like a heavenly feeling. So these are my settings. And then delay is very important too. So I'm gonna play all of these. After I show you all of these settings, I'm gonna play them all by themselves without the beat. So right here, same concept what I did with the first ad-libs, cutting out high and low end, but I did it less, you know. I did it less harsh. So the CLA 76, these are my settings: chorus, stylistic preference, de-esser. Here's my settings: algodizer. My settings, RComp, same. You know, y'all probably seen similarities. Then air shelf, yeah, Valhalla plate reverb, then a flanger, Valhalla space modulator. Then my main is also routed to a reverb and a delay separately, because you don't want them all on the same track or it's gonna sound muddy. Some people like that though. Some people like that sound where it's just, you can hear the delays going super loud. You can have your delay super loud and have it on separate tracks, but it's all stylistic preferences, but musically you're supposed to have them on different tracks. So this is my reverb, Valhalla vintage reverb settings, and then my delay, and then I have a parallel compression. So basically with this, here's my settings with this. So basically you turn this up to make the voice thicker. So you don't want to just turn your voice up, because if your voice too loud, it's going to peak and hurt your ears. But you can make this sound thicker by using parallel compression. And then I put a delay on my layer, same delay. And then I have another main for the one part in the song I'm going to show y'all, where I just did a bunch of harmonies and stuff like that. And that was pretty much it, chat. But that main right there I just showed y'all is the same. I just turned down the reverb, I think, and turned it and made it quieter and compressed it more. That's the only difference. See, I took a high end and stuff. That's the only difference, but it's the same as this. And then I don't know what this reverb is doing, to be honest. That reverb serves no purpose, but yeah, that was it, chat. So I'm gonna play without the beat. Let's go.
Every day I pray, so help me God. Help me God. Who the fuck am I? Am I a fraud? Am I a fraud? She don't wanna fuck, she said be gone.
Just a main.
Every day I pray, so help me God. Who the fuck am I? Am I a fraud? She don't wanna fuck, she said be gone. She don't wanna breathe my air in her lungs. She just wanna get her stuff and move on. You know I care if you go. It's alright, so goodbye. I've already cried, so goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye. You won't kill me.
Okay, let's play the ad-libs and the layer together, so y'all can get an understanding.
Help me God. Am I a fraud? Said be gone. In her lungs. And move on. If you go, it's alright. Goodbye. 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 You won't.
So I think my presets are pretty good, guys. I don't think there's a, like, not to diss anybody, but like a old Gunner preset or like Shazoom. I like Shazoom. I like his videos. I learned a lot from his videos, but I think you just watch his videos for educational purposes to make your presets better, bro. Those presets are not professional presets, to be honest with you. And I'm not saying mine is either, but I just always want to have the best possible preset I can get out of my voice. You know what I'm saying? So you always want to take inspiration. I understand that, but don't just copy and paste people's presets, man. Make your own preset. Watch YouTube videos. Learn on how you can get better at compressing, get better at EQing, get better at de-essing, all types of stuff, so you can have a decent song. So those are all of my presets, right? And y'all wanted to hear this one part where I was talking about. utilize panning as well. I do a lot of panning and stuff, so yeah, I like that part of the song. And after I record everything, guys, this is the final step. So take everything, you're gonna control shift and click on each one of your tracks, right, that have vocals on them, and you're gonna decrease the volumes until your master is at -6 to -9 dB in this range, and then you're gonna go to the master. If you want my master preset, let me know. But on my master, I put an EQ, ozone EQ. I use a dynamic EQ. I use a SSL fusion to make it louder and have more saturation, and I use an ozone 12 maximizer to make it go towards 0, so it's loud and sounds full, right? And then you're going to use a U-lean or any type of LUFS meter to make sure your song is from anywhere from like -7 to like -10 LUFS, all depending on the song, whatever you're going for. If you want it to be super loud, super quiet, I think mine is around like -9. So like, yeah. I'm gonna play. I could play without the master real quick and then play it with the master. So let's turn the master off completely, and y'all gonna hear the difference immediately.
Every day I pray, so help me God. Who the fuck am I? Am I fraud? She don't wanna fuck, she said be gone. She don't wanna breathe my air in her lungs.
You see how much fuller and louder it got. So yeah, that's everything, chat. If y'all want the FLP, let me know. If y'all want a preset, let me know. If y'all want anything, man, I'm open, I'm available. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comment section. And yeah, let me know what other videos I want to see. Would y'all like to see me make a video of me just recording a song and just post it on YouTube? What would y'all like to see? But I'm out.